Is it recording? So as everyone knows by now, if you become a patron of mine, your name goes on my helmet, and yeah, look at all these lovely people. Thank you very much. And they've got a new one to add today, Callum Leary, so I'm going to freestyle this name on. You're going white, dude. Hope that's okay. Right. Callum Leary. So. L-E-A-R. Why? There we are, my friend. Thank you very much for your support, buddy. I really appreciate it. As I do with all of you beautiful mothers. So the next step for my dyno tune preparation plan is decat pipe. I'll link this in the description as well in case anybody wants to have a pop. It does come with, hold on, are they in here? Yeah, they're there. With a couple of like reducers in case your O2 sensor, I think, is that what's plugged into your cat? Doesn't quite fit, so you've got a blank and then you've got a reducer, so it should fit most. But the problem with this is it's not bolted this end, so the only thing you can do, basically I have to undo the O2 sensor, remove the bolt. It is bolted there where it joins the no exhaust, but you've got to grind this off in the right place, and if you do it too short, too long's okay because you can keep trimming it, but if you do it too short, it's not good. So I'm going to really take my time with this. But first things first, I've got to strip all this back down again. I won't bore you with that because you've seen me do this once already when I put the actual exhaust on. So I'm just going to cut to me having this all exposed. Right then, guys. So I've got everything stripped. I've even got the O2 sensor out. But there's no like directions on where to cut and how far you should cut with this pipe, so what I'm going to do is cut it obviously longer, and then if needs be I can trim it further back until it fits just right. So I'm going to go set up my angle grinder, and I reckon my first cut's going to be about just where it starts to bend here, and then obviously from there we can see if we need to go a bit more. Let me go and get set up. It's a good job I double checked everything. Look at this. There is a measuring thing. I have to measure 3.5 inches from the weld, and going by this picture, it's this weld here. So I need to go 3.5 inches across, make a line, cut it, no, I'm not taking them off. Just cut it there and be careful. 3.5 inches then. Shouldn't need a tape measure for this. I've got something else I can use. There. Okay, I have a 3.5 inch gap from weld to line. .5. That's all the way around. So now I think it's going to try and rain. Look at the sky, it's dropped a bit. Well, it's early, so it's still cold, but you know, you can just feel the coldness in the air. What time is it actually? I'm waking my neighbours up. Then, so measure twice, cut once, right? 3. That is absolutely 3.5 dead on. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. 3.5 dead on. Remember, kids, safety first. Gloves. Well, they're anti-slicing gloves, but I don't think they're angle grinder gloves, but they'll help, I'm sure. Got safety glasses on. These on.
Grinding noises. Best grinder in the world. Look at the way I grind. Sparks. Cutting.
Right. It looks as though I'm not going to be able to get the rest of that with a grinder. I'm going to have to go and get my saw. Come on. Last effort. Let's do it. Nice. Should go around the other side. So our first problem, there's always problems by the way, isn't there, is, hold on, let me figure out which way this bloody goes again. So that goes like that on the bike, goes up to the back box, the silencer, and then this, yeah, that's right, and then it goes like this. Bit baggy, right? Now the spacer thing, the wedge or whatever you call it, is destroyed. So I need to find something to reduce this from 55 to 45 mil. I've measured it. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going to get something like that today. I'm going to try Halford, see if they've got anything. I'm doubting it because Halford's never really have anything like this. And then I'm going to go to a couple of exhaust shops and see what I can find. Fingers crossed, guys, eh? Great success, by the way. So I went to the first place I went to was my local exhaust shop, and I said, "Can you make that fit in there?" And he said, "Well," he said, "What do you want me to do?" Well, I said to him, "Can you not flare this end?" And he says, "I can flare it." He says, "But nowhere near enough for it to fit in there snug." He said, "Because it's just thin metal and it's going to split." And I said, "Okay, have you not got a different size one of them?" And he says, again though, to get something like that gasket to fit that, he said that's going to be a big gasket and it could cause more problems. He said, so what I recommend is doing a mixture between the two. So he popped that in there and he flared this end just enough for me to get that in there, and you can see it's quite tight, and he says once you put some sealant and you clamp around that, it'll be bang on. So yeah, that could have been a nightmare today, but 10 quid and 20 minutes and it's sorted. So what I need to do now is get a file and clear up the edges of where I've cut, get it nice and clean, and then I can get to loosely fitting everything. Roughly speaking, this is how it goes. The cut's fine in there. Quite pleased with that, to be fair. But now I suppose it's the hard part of getting it all to, you know, line up. Oh dear, wish me luck, guys. It doesn't leak. When I start it, I'll be so shocked. That wasn't as easy as I thought it was to fit, and I've got a feeling it might have to go somewhere, like a proper exhaust place, because it was just, everything was just so awkward, and I think it's all because of the angle of this decat pipe. Nothing wanted to line up, so I told myself, just put it together with the silicone, do the best you can, start it up. If it leaks, try again tomorrow. I just use that to hold the no, I'm not going to put anything back yet, because I probably am going to have to get back under there, but I just... Well, I'll be. Got no exhaust leaks either. I can't believe I've done it. Another thing I can't believe I've done. Now then, geezers, that is one CBR 600RR ready for the dyno. Oh, it's exciting. I've not cleaned it. It might look really clean because of the time of day, but it's all back together. Oh, it's taken so long to get it here. Honestly, hours and hours of work. But she's done. She's done. Just can't wait for the dyno. Here we go. Right, I know I look like an absolute dingle. Alice is laughing because of this pink hoodie. I swear to God, it's done everything with me. Oh, it's like a diary. It's called the diary jacket. I remember where I've been. Each stain tells a story. Anyway, so a little update on the bike. I've just cleaned it. I've just washed it down. Right, the update is, I done my valves, didn't I? Done all that. Put the decat pipe on and started up, run fine. Took it for a spin yesterday and I could hear like a weird noise. Not a weird noise, just a noise I didn't hear before coming from the engine. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? But I know full well I've timed it right, because I wouldn't have put it back together had I not been 100%, right? So, and then I thought, well, I know I've definitely got the valve clearances right, because believe me, I spent a long time making sure everything was fine, and I would not have even considered building it back up if I wasn't 100% certain on my life that the timing was right and the valve clearances were right. So I know it's nothing I've done in there. Everything was tightened as it should be, everything, this, that and the other. So I'm riding it and I'm thinking, what is that noise? It sounds like a weird, like, clattering noise, a little bit of a tapping noise, sometimes a ticking noise. I was quite worried. I was worried that I have done something in the engine. So I've been racking my head over the past couple of days, and it turned out that it was the cam chain tensioner, which is there, this thing here. If you don't know how they work, it's a spring-loaded rod that's designed to automatically kind of keep pressure on the cam chain, just the right amount. And quite common for these to go faulty, these cam chain tensioners. And I had to remove it to slacken the cam chain so I could get my what are they called? What are they called, babe? Cams. That's all right, thank you. I had to slacken it to get the cams out. And I've never done this before, so there's a special tool you need from Honda. It's 150 bloody quid, because as you can see, it's quite tight between the frame and that bolt, and it goes in there and it twists and it relieves the pressure from the tensioner. I'm not spending 150 £150 on a weird screwdriver, right? And I didn't know I had to do that first. I just undone these bolts. I had to get this one. I had to go through the bike. So luckily it was already stripped down, but I had to go through the bike to get to this one. Even then it was still flipping awkward. And I just unscrewed it out, and then I forced it in a weird, not in a get in there with a hammer kind of job, but I kind of had to tighten it in because I didn't have that tool. So I was thinking, well, maybe it's that then. And I looked at some things on the YouTube about what, you know, noises you get with a cam chain tensioner going faulty, and then it just mimicked mine. So today what I done was I made my own tool. We'll go to the shop. Ta-da! So you see, that is 40mm, if anyone wants to make one. 40mm. I made this. I made the flathead bit on my grinder. Just zzz, turned it. Zzz. So what I had to do was I popped that in there. Well, I took that bolt out. I put that, took that bolt out. I put that in there, and I had to screw it, hold it still with the other hand, so I could readjust my grip, twist it all the way clockwise, by the way, until it retracted all the way, and then I just pulled it out. And what that done is it shot the tensioner rod back through, so in case it got jammed halfway in. I've done that like 4 or 5 times to be absolutely sure. And by the way, it does sound a bit gargly at the minute because of the decat, and I've had no dyno tune yet. But you can hear the engine noise. There's always engine noise, right? But and mind you, it's pointless because you don't know what it sounded like before. But it was like basically around here it was an awful clattering noise, and it kind of scared me a bit. But perfect, absolutely perfect. Look, it's ready for the dyno tune, guys. I have got a blow here though. Can you hear it? I can feel it just there. I've got a blow. So everywhere else is fine on the exhaust, just there. So I'll have to have a play with that. But yeah, I'm so flipping relieved right now. So what I done to celebrate was I gave it a good bath with the muck off kit that my mother. Hi everyone, so I'm having to record this on my phone because unexpectedly I spoke to the chap, Owen, who's going to do the welding, and he said, oh, I'll give you a call after work and see what we can sort out. He rang me at 5 o'clock, said, hi mate, whereabouts do you live? I was like, oh, I'm in Beeston kind of thing, and he's like, oh, well I work over there, like literally round the corner. I was like, oh cool. He says, oh, do you want to bring it down to me and I'll do it now? And I was like, wow, okay then, yeah, I'll do that. So went to the bank, got some money out. I won't tell you what he yeah, he looked after me. He really looked after me. He charged me 30 quid, and I think that's really cheap for on the spot welding. Like, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that indeed. So I wanted to record like him actually welding it, but obviously this is a place of work and he's doing this as kind of like a, you know, some money in his pocket and a favour. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know that I'm just sat at home watching some 44 Teeth videos. If you've not heard of who they are, in fact you must have, because how have you heard of me and not heard of 44 Teeth? But yeah, I'm just watching some 44 Teeth, chilling, waiting for my exhaust to get welded. 30 quid. I'm absolutely buzzing. So I'll catch up with you when they're done. Oh, by the way, I said to him, don't make them pretty. Don't go out your way to make the welds pretty, because I know there's a big thing about, oh, what do your welds look like? They're going behind a heat shield. you're not going to see either of them. I just want them functional. I just want functional, strong welds. That they aren't going to leak or anything like that. And he was like, yeah man, no worries. Such a cool guy, proper cool guy. And so thank you very much, Steve, again for being the middleman. And yeah, you know Steve, I've asked him for so much. You know what, since I've met him, all I've done is ask him stuff. So Steve, I'm sorry mate, if I can ever do anything for you, let me know. But yeah, he put me onto this guy called Owen, and yeah, I'll show you when it's done anyway, guys. See you in a bit. He's done it, and even though I said to him, don't do a tidy job, I mean, he said he could do a million times better if he wanted to, and I believe him, because he does all sorts of welding, and he's very talented. He's done it much nicer than I needed it to be, so I'm very flipping grateful for him for doing that for me. Look, this is what fascinates me. He's welded. Bloody hell, put it down, how's about that? So he's welded, like, see how this has got the slits in there? So it clamps, so it can, you know, reduce in size as you clamp it. Well, he's filled them in there. And you can't even see where the gaps used to be. That's fascinating. Look. Well, you can see where they'd be because he's ground them down to make them smooth, but go on mate, absolutely spot on. And like I say, that is spot on for me, that is. So time to line it up and get it up. So I just wanted to say at this point, a big thank you to Owen again. He got me in quick time. I said to him, you know, I could do with it doing as soon as possible. With respects to, you've got a job, I know you have, and I know you can't just at the drop of a hat do it. But it turned out that he said, well, he was going to pick it up from me, the exhaust pipe, and in the end he said, well, I'm only around the corner, so if you bring it to me, I can see if I can do it here at work now, or I can take it home with me, because he's got a workshop at home and all that. Yeah, and God bless you, Owen, mate. He got me in the same day I asked him to, and he'd done a top notch. He'd done a better job than I needed. Like I said, it was all going behind a heat shield. It didn't need to look pretty. I just wanted it functional. And he said, like, don't get me wrong, I could have made it prettier, but there you go. And to me, it's flipping well nice anyway. Well, I'm pretty sure he can do some glorious stuff, because Steve said he's a top-notch welder, and if he calls this welding not great, then God knows what his great welding is. But he races bikes. He's apparently very good. I've never seen him race a bike, but Steve does race tuition as well, which is very cool. And he says he's a very good racer. So I said to him, you know, because he looked after me, done my welding on the day, and I know I didn't reach hundreds of thousands of people, but I just felt like extending a favour myself. So if anyone does need some welding doing, and you're in and around the Nottingham area, maybe you can post parts to him and let him know what you want doing, I suppose. You could do that. His prices are very, very good. I can't speak for other jobs, I just know what he charged me for mine was way below what I expected to pay, and the quality was well up there. But like I say, he's just a really cool dude as well. He's a really nice chap, and if anyone could do with any welding doing, just give him a shout, you know. You see, now that just makes me feel better. All it is joined down there and then there. But to know that this is all just one piece now, instead of having a clamp there and a clamp there, I don't know if it's just me that I just didn't like that idea, to be fair. I'd sooner have it just clamped down there and clamped up there. And I did have the option to have this welded up as well. I could have had, because it fits on as one unit, you just have to twist it and rotate it a bit. But like I said, again, just in case everyone wants to swap the slip on, that's an option I've got now. But yeah, I'm flipping well excited now. So I've got to put my heat shield back on, build it back up. Oh, I'm so excited, you lot. I'm so excited. The dyno isn't going to be in this video. I am sorry, but it'll definitely be in next Sunday's, Saturday or Sunday's video. Oh, quite nervous. I'm quite nervous. I'm just going through everything now, just triple, quadruple checking everything on the bike, just to make sure it's all completely just dyno ready, because it puts it through its paces, doesn't it, a dyno? So I'm going to double check the coolant. I've got to pop all the side fairings back off and check everything like that. Triple, quadruple check the oil level, make sure the oil's okay. Obviously the exhaust, touch wood, is going to be fine now. I've got it all nice and lined up at the back. Looks quite smart. Very happy with that. It's nice and solid. yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. So let me just build this back up. Get it where it should be. Come on, man, flipping it. I'm going to leave the video here, guys. I know they've been a little bit boring, but I'm just trying to get my bike prepped and sorted for the dyno run, as you all know. And I just don't really want to. No, I don't know if it's jeopardizes the right word, but I just, at the minute, it's a bit grumbly low end since I fitted the exhaust, and I just don't want to knacker the bike up. So I'm just doing the best thing, which is just get it ready and leave it there until the day of the dyno run. And yeah, that video should be a really cool one. I'm pretty sure the guy's going to let me film the actual dyno tuning of the bike as well. So I thought that would be absolutely brilliant, some really great footage. And if you've never seen a dyno before, this would be a great video for you to watch. I've never been to one, so this is the first time for me too. This would be really exciting. And yeah, I'm just trying to be cautious, that's all. I just don't want to jeopardise anything on the bike. So as usual, to everyone who has watched, liked and subscribed, a big massive thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm on like 810 now, so it's just every day it's just creeping up a little bit more, and every day it just makes me laugh and smile. And as usual, huge massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. We've got a new name to add to the list today, Callum Leary, so thank you very much for that, dude. Your name is forever on my helmet. And yeah, big love for the support, you lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully this video is going out on Sunday evening, if I've got it right. If everything works out right, this should be live Sunday. But the next video, the dyno one, should be up for Saturday, next Saturday. But thank you so much. You're all absolutely incredible. And until the next time, guys, ride safe, big love, nice one.